Hey guys, my name is Beautiffied, aka Tiffany Shyla, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you are a returning subscriber. Today I'm going to be telling you guys all of the fall essentials that you are going to need for this fall. I'm going to be having different segments. I'm going to have body care, which goes as far as like in the shower, things to be using, recommendations on things to use. I'm going to go ahead and tell you moisturizers that are fall coated as well. I'm going to tell you like scents that you can use as far as fragrances on your body fragrances, as well as things that you can use around the house to make your home smell fall like and just give it a fall feeling. So without further ado, let's get right into this video, you guys. Starting off, when I get in the shower, you guys, so I have to, one, make sure that I smell good, and two, make sure that I am going to have super moisturized skin. So I do whatever I can inside of the shower as well as outside of the shower to make sure that those two things are definitely gonna happen. So for one, I always use an exfoliator because I know that in the fall time, my skin tends to get drier, so I need to make sure that I'm exfoliating so that I can, rejuvenate all my skin cells so that they will look livelier and not look as dry. So my first exfoliator that I use is going to be the pumpkin spice exfoliator, and that is from Tree Hut. That exfoliator smells so freaking good. I think it has like apple cider vinegar in it as well, and it smells so good. It's also kind of, I wouldn't say it's super harsh, but it's also not super gentle, if that makes sense. Like, it's not gentle and it's not harsh. So I use this on my arms, on my chest, on my back, things like that, on my buttocks area as well. And this smells so good. It's definitely gonna put you in that fall mood. The next exfoliator I have down is the coffee exfoliator. I gotta look up exactly what the name is, but it's also by Tree Hut. And this one is a coffee scented exfoliator. This one is much more harsh than the first one that I listed out. As you can see in the clip that's going to be shown, it is going to be like that harder bead because, it's used with that brown sugar, like the raw brown sugar. You can tell it's used with the raw cane brown sugar, and it just has that harder texture. So I use this exfoliator on my legs because I need to make sure that I'm getting off all that dead skin, and I'm trying to bring that back to life. So this I tend to use on my legs, thigh areas, and that's about it. Moving on. So I like to use fall scented things, like anything with mahogany, vanilla, things of that nature. So after I exfoliate, I definitely go in with my body wash. First off, I use my like a cleansing body wash, and I just use like regular Dial soap or whatever the case is to go ahead and get all that gunk off of my body for the first cleanse. Then I go in with something that smells a little bit better, and that to me is going to be like my Naturium Glow Getter Multi Body Oil, I think it's called, multi something oil. And that, for all of my girlies that have really, really dry skin, that is going to be a staple for the fall. And you can also go ahead and double it into the winter. I use this because it makes my skin feel extremely, extremely moisturized. Like, you can tell the difference when you look down and wash that off of your skin. You can tell the difference from when you started off. So I use that as a second body wash. Something else that I'll go in and use is Native. I'll use like the Native fall scents. Right now I have one that's a Samoa cookie, like from the Girl Scouts cookies, the Samoa cookies. I have one that's in that scent, but I've also used the ones that smell like birthday cake. There's another one that's like coconut scented, things like that. Very warm scents, things that make you smell very fresh after you've used that first cleanser. That's what I'll go in and use. Now, to leave the shower, I'm trying to test out shower oils right now because I need something that's going to make me feel super moisturized on my way out of the shower, so that when I get out, I don't have to worry too much about different oils upon my body. Of course, I'm a dry skin girly, so I'm going to need the extra oil. But with a shower oil, you're not really supposed to be worried about coming out and having to use the most oils and moisturizers on your skin to get that moisturized look, if that makes sense. With certain shower gels shower oils that I've used in the past, all I do is pat it dry and I come out and my skin is moisturized. Now, you'll see me using in the shower this almond oil. It's an almond oil from, I think it's called like L'Occitane. Yeah, that's what it's called. L'Occitane? I don't know how you say it. But you'll see me using that, and I use that because it's something that I bought, but also I don't really see the difference in like the way that it keeps my skin moisturized after I come out the shower. And honestly, if I feel like I'm washing the oil off, which is what you have to do, what is the point? Like, I don't see a difference. I feel like in order to have that shower oil, you put it on your skin, you don't wash it off, you just have to pat it in, and your skin will be moisturized when you come out. But this one you have to wash also. I feel like that just takes away from the purpose of what a shower oil is supposed to do. But that is something that I could recommend if you want like that good scent coming out of the shower that sticks to you. That's a really good thing. Or if you're somebody that doesn't have extremely dry skin like I do, if you're someone who has like more moisturized skin, go ahead and use it. Like, that's fine. Like, your skin is gonna absorb it, but mine does not absorb that well. So let's move on. We're gonna get right into like your body moisturizers. And for me, I am going to recommend that number one, if you are, like, this is fall coated for sure, but if your skin is dry like mine does, definitely use the Naturium body butter because that's gonna help seal everything in. Now, I use two things. I use the Naturium body butter as well as baby oil. If I don't use the baby oil, then I'll use the Naturium body oil as well. But I use that on my skin as a first layer, and then because those are non-scented, I'll go over with a second layer of moisturizer, whether that be my body butters or a scented lotion. Those are the things that I'm gonna sit here and recommend to you now. Starting off, I purchased the 3 body butters from Fenty Skin. When I tell you guys, those 3 body butters smell like heaven on earth. So this is, it was a limited edition fall set. So 2 of them were, excuse me. The first one was toasted marshmallow, and that smells absolutely good. Like, it smells absolutely delicious. Like, oh my goodness. Every time I wear that, I just want to like lick on my skin like a cat. But anyways, it's very soft, but it's warm at the same time. Very soft smell, very subtle. You can use that, and it also has shimmer in it, so it's a little glittery. And then the second one that they have in there is the salted caramel. 10 out of 10. you are going to be smelling like, you know them butterscotch cookies, well, the butterscotch candy that your grandma used to have in church? They come in like the little gold round pack. That is exactly what you're gonna smell like. And it smells so freaking good. Rihanna, you did that. Whoever's on that team, them chemists, they did that. But yeah, so those are 2 out of 3 of the scents. The other one is the natural, the original one, and that smells good as well. So that is like, I highly recommend you guys get that if you haven't tried that out already. It is a little bit pricier, but I definitely think that it is worth the money. So next up we have the Best Life Organics Body Butters. I have like, I want to say I have 6 of the scents from this company, and they all smell so bomb. But I just recommended the 2 that you'll see in the video. Those are more of on the fallish side, and I think that was the Dulce Vanilla as well as the Amber Moss or something like that. But those 2 paired together in the fall smell super duper good together, and they keep your body extremely, like your skin extremely hydrated and moisturized throughout the day. I find myself not, when I wear that by itself with like a little bit of baby oil, I find myself not having to really apply much lotion after that. Like my skin pretty much stays moisturized, and they are absolutely amazing to layer with fragrances. This specific line of body butters are amazing to layer with body fragrances. So keep that in mind if you're considering buying those. 10 out of 10, I promise you, you're going to be smelling like a snack the entire day. So moving on. I also am going to show you guys this body oil that I get from the beauty supply store. I actually have it in the big jug, and well, you'll see the name of it. It's kind of inappropriate, so I can't really say it on camera, but that body oil, every time I wear it, I get compliments. I tend to wear it in the fall because it just gives me a fall vibe, period. But that body oil always gets me compliments. It does not matter, like, if I wear it by itself, if I wear it paired with perfume, because it also is really good with layering your fragrances. It does not matter. Like, I'm always going to get compliments on that. So I'm giving you guys the code, the secret code. Don't ruin it. Don't ruin it. Okay? So next up, I'm going to do body fragrances, and I'm just going to recommend 3 that I feel are fall-like, and I always get compliments on them as well. So I want you guys to also be able to get those compliments. So the first one up, of course, is going to be Burberry Her. It just gives fall. Everything about it gives fall to me. Like, it smells just, when you smell it, it just smells like you just want to do a snow angel in fall leaves. So Burberry Her is my first recommendation. My second one is going to be Maison Margiela's By the Fireplace. So good. It smells so good and so warm. This is for people who don't. Now, the first one was more so sweet. It was more so of a sweet touch. This one is going to have like that woody smell. It's going to be a little bit more musky, a little bit, and just warmer. Like, you literally, By the Fireplace smells so good. It just makes you want to get you your warmest fuzzy jacket out the closet, your Ugg boots, and drink your hot cocoa. Like, that's what it gives me. So that's the second one. And then the third one is going to be the I Don't Need a Prince by My Side to Be a Princess. The black bottle. Okay. I'm going to leave it there. I'm not going to say too much about it because it literally speaks for itself. But just know that I am putting you on. So you guys can go ahead and thank me right now. Pause the video and thank me right now in the comments. You're welcome. Don't worry about it. Don't mention it. So moving forward, I'm going to give you guys a few of the room sprays that you can use, well, room scents that you can use to make your house smell more fall-like. And one of them is gonna be the Vanilla Amber Room Spray. I bought this from Home Goods for, it was fairly cheap. It was like under $10, maybe like $6.99, $7.99, and it smells so good. The only con I have about this is it doesn't really last very long, and I don't really like that. Like, I need my whole home to be smelling like whatever I just sprayed, but it only lasts probably like 2 minutes, and that sucks because it smells so good. But that's okay because we are going to pull out the wall plugins. So I have wallflowers from Bath and Body Works, and two of them that I'm gonna recommend for you for the fall is gonna be the Sun Drenched Linen, and I'm going to also recommend the Pistachio Toasted Vanilla. Those two smell so freaking good, and it just prepares you for the fall time. So I use those two plugins in my home, as well as the third thing, which is what usually keeps my whole home smelling like delectable, is going to be the Golden Pumpkin and Spice Air Freshener by Glade. And it's going to be the one that constantly sprays in the home. You can set it to 9, 18, or 36 minutes. I usually keep mine on 18, or I just do the 30-minute one because, I mean, you really don't need it constantly spraying in order to get the feel. Like, when I tell you it is long lasting, your whole home will consistently smell like that Golden Pumpkin and Spice. So with those two, like the Wildflower plug-in as well as the Glade spray, like room spray, those two are usually enough. So I don't really have to use that Vanilla Amber spray unless I know that somebody is going to be walking through my door soon. I'll just go ahead and spray that on top of it, just so it can give that little razzle dazzle for when they just walk in, you know? If I want to go over the top, I am going to light up my BBW candles. I love, love, love candles. I am an advocate for candles. I know a lot of these things sound like fire hazards, and they probably are, but I have to have my home smelling so good. And in the fall, I need to have these scents. So my first one that I'm going to recommend to you guys is going to be the Cookie Butter. The Cookie Butter, well, I think it's like Cookie Butter Truffle. That's what it's called, Cookie Butter Truffle. It smells so good. This one, as well as the Pumpkin Cinnamon Bun. Okay, let me tell you a story. I had put the Cookie Butter Truffle, I lit that one up, and I accidentally fell asleep. Like, I dozed off and took a nap, and my boyfriend was right next to me. I took a nap for like an hour, and I woke up with my greedy self asking him if he was baking cookies. When I tell you it literally smells like baked cookies, warm baked cookies, you need to buy it if you have not already. It smells so good, both of them. And they literally, like, I still smell, I lit my candle, hours ago? Over 8 hours ago, and I still can smell the remnants of the Pumpkin Cinnamon Bun candle. Like, it is really, really good. So, two other ones. I got the Sun Drenched Linen, and that's just to match up with the Wallflower plug-in that I have. And lastly, I did the Pink Lavender and Espresso one candle. This has been discontinued and then brought back, and then they go back out of stock. Like, this is my absolute favorite scent for Bath and Body Works. And I wish that they would just make it a part of like their, how do you say it? Like their signature line. I wish that they would make it part of their signature line, because when I tell you it smells amazing, I will buy out every single pink lavender and espresso if I could. I got one line right now in my room. So yeah, don't say I never did anything for you, because that scent is chef's kiss, guys. And yeah, so that is all I have for you guys for this fall video. I hope you guys enjoy it. If there are things that you use that I've mentioned in this video, let me know in the comments, because I would love to know if you guys think how I do. And then if you have anything else to add on that gives you that fall feeling, just let me know that in the comments too, because you know me, consumer at its finest. So I'm definitely willing to try new things. Leave that in the comments, all of your suggestions. And I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for joining. Bye.